Check. Check, check. Where is... Where's the thingy? Display capture, window, text, chat, countdown. Don't know. Can't remember how I did it. All right. Hello! What is going on, everybody? Let's find some chill music to listen to tonight. I'm feeling like a chill night. Yeah, that's some chill. Polly, what's up, buddy? Holy crap, that's loud. Yes. Thank you so much for the 26 months in a row. Polly, you are an incredible individual. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Hope you're having a great night. I've been enjoying your streams. You've been streaming. I've been lurking. Lurking. We don't call it stalking. It's after dark, so we can call it. You know, we can have a little fun with it. It's Friday. It's mindful painting night, so it's end of a hectic week. Got to fix my beard a little bit. I am wearing, well, it's OD green, but close enough. Yep, so here we are. I'm just setting up everything. I just had to get my cameras and everything. I got really wrapped into watching a movie with Melissa, and I couldn't pull myself away. It was really good. It was, maybe it's not appropriate, but it's How to Catch a Killer. It's on Netflix. It's a new movie. It was very interesting. I love the psychology behind it and everything. I thought it was super, super intriguing. So, but we have a lot of great stuff tonight. A lot of great stuff. One, I have my coffee, but also I got some peach candies because I wanted some candies for tonight. I'm not going to lie. So we got candies. Tonight, we are painting something super cool. So this is Lionel Johnson, the Primarch of the Dark Angels. He is fully assembled, primed, dried, and everything. And here's his base, too. I mean, look at this thing. So much detail. We're going to be painting this for a while. We're going to take our time with this. This is so cool. All the detail and the armor and everything. Come on. This is just disturbingly cool. So I am not going to want to mess this up. So we are going to take our time with it. For sure. For sure. But also, this little guy, just recently. Here we go. All right. So we have some great things. We have this amazing miniature we're going to be painting. Super excited for that. Plus, we got some other stuff. We got other stuff. And this is another thing that we got. I got these paints, and I'm going to use these paints on this guy. It's backwards, but these are special edition paints, mainly to do. I love the grimdark effect of it. So we're actually going to open these together, and we're going to dive into them, and we're going to use some. We're going to use some of these paints for sure. So these are our paints that we're going to be using, and I got some other ones too. I also got a really cool little guy. So a future one, we're going to be doing a battle tech. We're going to be doing a mech, just a random mech. We'll open it together, and we'll see what we get, and we'll paint that. And then, and I got some other paints to go along, debating if I want to get into Destiny, Elite Dangerous, or give that wet palette a spin tonight. You know, I would go with the wet palette, but that's what I'm doing tonight. But I got some Thunderhawk blue. I got some Dark Angels green contrast, because he is a Primarch of the Dark Angels. So I wanted to make sure that we did him solid like that. The Wog flesh, because I want to highlight with this. And then some Xander Dust that is going to be for his cape. Now I am going to pull up some references and stuff, because I am not going to want to jack this up. But another thing, we got a package in the mail. So we got a package. We're going to open it. We're going to open it. We're going to open it together. Together. We're going to go on a big screen on that. So this is from our friends over at Advanced GG. Now, Advanced GG, if you don't know, they do a supplement drink that is kind of like a rival to energy drinks, except without the carburation and other things like that. Now, we tend to stay away from endorsing anything like that, but they do have a line that I do like very much, and we are working with them now. So they sent me a little care package. We have a shaker cup and everything, and we got some promo codes. Also, use your promo code, GuardiansMH, for 10% off. Right, 10 or 15%. I'll have to look into it. But they gave us a bunch of samples. So the samples that they gave us, and it came with some stickers and stuff. So they sent me a Bife sticker. Okay. I don't know why they sent me a Bife sticker, but I appreciate it. Bife is a friend. Love him to death. Elaine, Bife, if you're watching, love you. Talk to you soon. Take care. There are a few things that we do like from them, and it is a hydration line. Now, their hydration line has very little added to it. There is no caffeine, so it's caffeine free. Let me pull it up. Advanced GG. So I'm gonna throw that on the floor for now. Let me pull it up. Go to hydration. So this one is we have peach mango, we have watermelon, and we have two of the, don't even know what that is. One of them is caffeine free. No, two of them. Sorry, two of them are caffeine free, which I really, really like, because that is really what we want to go for. We want to kind of be able to have another delivery system instead of, if you've ever looked at the back of a Gatorade has 96% of your daily intake of sugar. That's more than a Mountain Dew. Just throwing it out there, okay? So these have no sugar, no caffeine. They help replenish electrolytes. They hydrate you because you're using water, as the main ingredient in it. And there's no fillers, no junks, just clean, simple, and it helps you, kind of stay in the game. So we're gonna actually try one tonight. So these are the ones that we really are kind of getting behind, is the hydration line, and we would love to do something more with Advanced GG for with their hydration line. Why can't my mouse click on anything? Oh, it's this silly thing. Let me do this. Where are we? We're on our channel. Oh man, I hate typing URLs. All right, here we go. Let me go get, do I have a water here? I have a mini fridge, and it is stocked with non-water beverages and leftover whipped cream. Let me go grab a water. All right, now I got my water. All right, we're gonna try this. We're gonna give it a shot. Good old college try. I'd say do the Destiny 2 for a little bit. The campaign, the story, continuation of it was really good for this part. So back to this. So we just got this in. We are working with Advanced GG. They sent us a nice new shaker cup to go along with these samples, and we wanted to sample primarily the hydration lines. So the hydration lines really are wonderful, and that's what we're getting behind right there. So they have zero sugar, they have zero caffeine, they have vitamins and electrolytes. There's no fillers, no junks, just really good. So they are packed with essential nutrients. It helps promote endurance, and it's just good. So instead of like grabbing a Monster or an energy drink or I'd hate to even say a Gatorade. There are better things than, get the sugar-free Gatorade at least, because I'm very conscious about sugar intake on certain things anymore because it does lead to a lot of health issues. It's okay in moderation, or if you are sweating, if you are being extremely active. That's understandable because you do need, the salts and everything like that to replenish yourself. But when you're gaming and you're focusing, or you're at a computer or this and that, or you're drinking that stuff all day long, this is a real great way to kind of curb that a little bit and put hydration at the forefront. And that's what we really like to talk about, is hydration. Your physical health and mental health is 50-50. If you're physically not doing well, you're mentally not going to be doing well, and vice versa. So hydration is a big part of it for daily function, brain function, muscle, everything. So it really will start to impact you on every front. So we're gonna try one of these. So we have a watermelon and we have a peach mango. I'm going to try the peach mango because I want to save the other one for later. Now this other one they sent me is it's natural caffeine from green tea. I like that just because it's a natural extract versus just a bunch of just caffeine and additives and everything. And there's zero sugar in it, so which is nice. I like to see that. But I do want to try this. I don't even know how to open these things. Oh, they got a perforated edge. So the cups that they have are pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. We do have our own shaker cups. I have them in the other room. They're sitting over there, but they're too far away, and this is right here. So this is probably about a sample. I think they're like $1 or $2, $1.99. But you can use a promo code, Guardians MH for a promo code, or GMH10. Get it down to like $1.50. But there's about 2 tablespoons, about a tablespoon and a half in there. Yeah, I'd say about a tablespoon. Then you just grab some water, and we're gonna pour in. I think the recommended was 20. So we're gonna throw 20 in, and I'm gonna throw this right there. And we're going to put our lid on. What I really want is to try and get them to make a shaker cup for us, because they do make some pretty nice ones for charity. So we're going to give this a shake, because I do want to hydrate while we paint. And then I got a couple other things that I want to show you. So I'm not going to lie, that is pretty darn good. So instead of grabbing like Gatorades and stuff like that, I think I would much more prefer in the summertime mowing the yard, working outside, going to the gym, stuff like that. Stay hydrated is one of their hydration lines. We've looked at many different kinds, and outside just drinking water and like Pedialytes and stuff like that, this is a good alternative right there. That's got 0 fillers, 0 sugars, as well as no caffeine in it. So just stay hydrated. I love it. Yeah. Great team over there. And I think right now they got like 25% off going on. But you can use our promo code too and help GMH a little bit. So outside of that, we do have some other things. So our last charity event, I've been slacking. I've been very busy. I finally got all the shirts out. So these are the shirts. Pretty nice, right? Pause for a cause. So these are really nice. I really enjoy them. I think they're super sweet. And yeah, they're nice. They're very nice. Oh, yes. So I forgot to do a post. I always forget that. I am very bad at this. You know what? I blame watching that movie. That movie was really good. So now we're just going to blast that all over. Send that all over. Ticky talk. Where is it? There it is. Now I am gonna want to pull up some references. Well, I got a question on somebody asking for online therapy. So give me 1 second. Work never stops. You know, we had another ambassador reach out. Uh, and online. Okay. Now, all right, there we go. Yeah, just had a ambassador reach out looking for resources for online therapy. We do work with a company called Open Path Collective. They are fantastic, but you just got to be cautious with some online therapies, just for the fact that one of them just got busted selling people's information to third parties. So we do want people to, we value people's privacies as well as safety. And, well, it's one of the most biggest names in online therapy out there. And we don't work with them for several reasons. One of them, they don't work on a sliding scale. And they do charge out the ass, just to put it frankly. There are better alternatives out there. I would suggest reaching out to looking up Open Path Collective. They are fantastic. They operate on the same database as Psychology Today, but they focus on affordable therapy options. You can search by either zip code or just general condition or whatever you might be struggling with. And those options range anywhere from like $20 to $30 a session to $40 to $70 a session, and that's before insurance. So it is very affordable out of pocket. And if you do struggle with paying for therapy, even with those costs, they still operate on a sliding scale. A lot of them do. So just talk to them. Usually your first consultation doesn't cost anything. They just getting a feel for how the relationship and rapport will be building. But let them, if you're thinking about going into therapy and you're concerned of cost, express that, vocalize that, talk to them about that. You want them to know your situations, the struggles you're having as well as financial. A lot of people, I had a coworker who stopped going to therapy because it was costing them over $600 a session. That's outrageous. And frankly, I barked at him because he knows what I do with everybody here at Guardians Mental Health, and we would have 100% helped him find better options. And we did. And those options are out there. There are affordable therapy options out there, like through Open Path Collective. If you do have a like in your mind for online therapy and you want to try one of the big names, give Talkspace a try. They do operate on a sliding scale. They do have zero copays. For if you do carry insurance. If you don't carry insurance, then obviously you would have a cost. But also, Open Path Collective is going to be fantastic. You can find somebody that offers online or in person for $20 to $30 a session, as well as between $40 and $70. So anywhere in that range is what they will cover, and it's not bad. It's not bad. So give it a shot. Okay. But anyways, that's some of the other things we were on. But yeah, if anybody ever has a question on therapy or anything like that, or trying to find therapy options near you, just reach out to us at Guardians Mental Health. We'll help you out. We'll put together, we'll compile a list and send you a Word doc with links and everything like that, so you can start that journey. We cannot tell you what to do, nor should we or anybody else, but we can help you on your journey. We can help get the ball rolling and help it feel more accessible and achievable for you to get into therapy and start your mental health journey, if you're, depending on where you are on that. We just want to be able to help people. So we are painting tonight, but I wanted to show a few things. One of them, like I said, these shirts were for our last charity event. They came out pretty sweet. They should be hitting mailboxes any day. So the next thing that I wanted to show before we dove too far into the painting and everything, because we're going to be working on that for a while, is actually our mindful painting kits. So we just launched these. They got big, bold, Guardians MH, Brush and Shield. This is a part of our Brush and Shield initiative. Our Brush and Shield initiative is focuses on providing individuals. Sorry, I was looking at. Thank you so much for the hearts. Hello, how we doing? Can you hear me on TikTok? Is this microphone working, or can you not hear me? Can you hear me? I'm not sure they can hear me or not. But we're getting a bunch of hearts and everything. These are our mindful painting kits. Hey, Joe, I can only stop by for a bit. It's 2 a.m. Thank you so much, Sassy. I appreciate you. Doing well. Oh, you got the name change. No worries. Welcome. I was just showing before we jumped into our mindful painting night, our mindful painting kits. So that's what these are right here. We just launched them on Thursday. we're going to dive into this. I'm going to show you exactly what is included in these, and I'm going to put it on this camera so you can get a nice close view of it. So they are a nice, pretty box and everything. We did go a little bit bigger on the box. We wanted people to feel like they were getting something very, something quality, so not just, a couple, sticks and a twig inside. We wanted people to feel as if they were really getting something of high quality, and that's really our goal with this. So the Guardians Mental Health, the Guardians MH Mindful Painting Kit is through our Brush and Shield initiative. So our Brush and Shield initiative provides essential supplies and resources to enable individuals to explore. What the heck was that? I don't know. TikTok lost connection. I closed that, and then everything crashed. Well, at least Streamlabs did. You know what? I'm not a tech guy. I'm sorry. I'm just here to have fun with all of you. I apologize. Thank you so much for sticking around with us. I'm trying to work through that. For some reason, the stream key wasn't even working. It was like, please log out and log back in. It's like, no, let's try it again. But I'm not going to delay it. These are our Brush and Shield. Our Brush and Shield initiative is focusing on utilizing tabletop gaming as well as miniatures to miniature painting as a form of self-care tool and to be utilized in therapeutic ways. So our mission is really to make the hobby of miniature painting accessible to everyone, especially those who might not have the means to start on their own. It can be very expensive. And we want to give people the tools that they can start utilizing these in a very positive way. So through these kits, we really do aim to boost socialization, foster a sense of community by welcoming everyone into the wonderful world of miniature painting, and while providing them meaningful mental health resources at the same time through the kits. So really, it's a big thanks to our partners who made this possible and all the hard work of everybody on our team. So let me go ahead and get rid of this giant screen, and we're going to go down to this little one right here. So, sorry, Lionel. We're going to push you back for a second. So, pay no mind to that. Okay, we're gonna have to finagle a little bit. We're going to put this up high. So we're going to go up high on this. Okay, so here we go. This is the kit right here. So you're going to open it up, and we have tissue paper. Yes, we're going to use tissue paper in it. We really want to go above and beyond on these. We want people to feel like they're getting something quality because, honestly, you're worth it, and we want you to feel that way. And we want to be able to show you how much thought and effort goes into these and not just throw everything in a brown box and call it good. So you're going to have a nice box. You can throw it on the shelf just like that Loot Crate box that's been sitting there for 4 years. You can put this right next to it. So underneath the tissue paper, you're going to move this. You're going to be greeted by some printed resources. One of them is crisis contact number card. This is for domestic and international because these kits are international. That's right, Sassy. These are international. We will ship them to the UK. We did have somebody request one from South Africa. We're reviewing that now. We're reviewing everybody's right now. You're also going to have a physical reminder bracelet, reminding you you're not alone. And then inside you got a lot of great things. So this is we got a lot of great things from Kit. He is the owner and founder of Game Envy. Very supportive. So one of the things you're going to have is a collapsible water cup. So this bends right down. It's textured on the bottom. You can break it right down flat. You can knock it down flat. It's all textured on the bottom to help get the paint off and everything like that. And then it's got little swatches right there to get a fine tip on your brush. So they're really great. Also, you're going to have a brush holder because you don't want your brush just sitting there on the table. Plus, you can stick them in here just to let them dry, as well as a miniature holder. So there's a little mini holder right here. It's kind of similar to mine, except it doesn't have the big base. But this is great to hold in your hand like that. This is a thumb guard right here that you can press up against to get more fine details and control, brush control. Underneath the cap right here is some adhesive. It's just a little sticky putty that you would put underneath your miniature to hold it in place. So that'll be included in it. These kits right here are also sponsored by Turbo Dork. Turbo Dork provided us all the paints necessary. These are metallics, but I will say they are very user-friendly, beginner-friendly as well, and you will be very satisfied with the outcome of your miniature with these paints. And these are full-size bottles. These will go for a very long time. You will probably paint an army with these. Like they last a long time. So we got black, red, silver, white, blue, and gold. So this is for all the colors that are to be included with one of the 2 miniatures that we're going to be putting in these kits. You're also going to have not 1, but 2 high-quality synthetic brushes. This is a 000. This is a 1. So for the finer detail stuff, and then for the larger spaces, you could do the entire thing with just this number 1 right here. This guy right here is worth its weight in gold. I use a number 1 all the time myself. It's a great one. I will say you will want to take care of your brushes and wash them, and we got something in here for that. So on top of that, we also have a pop bubble pad. Now I know you're thinking, pop bubble pad, sensory item. Why did you put in there? Oh, mental health. Okay, this has a double use right here. So, do I have mine right here? Yeah. So, what you can use these for, and I do myself, you can use it as a palette. So, these pop bubble pads are synthetic. They're dishwasher safe and everything else. I use it to be little cups of paint, individual cups of paint, and then when you're done painting, you can pop the back, and it pops the paint right out, and you can just do a quick wipe down, and you're good to go. But it is surprisingly satisfying, popping the little paint cups out. I'm not gonna lie. So you will have your own little wet palette. That's what these are going to be used for. And then also you have your miniature. This one has the Space Marine donated by Games Workshop. They gave us a ton of miniatures, enough for the rest of this year's sets of these kits. So I'm going to set this over here for now. So, sorry, I'm going to make a mess with it, but I'm also like taking away from somebody else's. So you're going to have a pop bubble pad. You have your paints. Your miniature holder, you have your brush holder, you have your water cup, you have your brushes, as well as your physical reminders and everything. So you have all the essential tools right here to start painting miniatures. You have your brushes, your wet palette, your holder, brush holder, water cup. That's it. And you have a full set of paints. You don't have 1, 2, or 3. No, you got 6 paints here. And then the other ones are going to have, I believe, 4 in them. So you're going to have between 4 and 6 paints in each kit, which is fantastic. You will get a lot of miles out of them. So this is really fantastic right here. So on top of that, you are also going to have, it's backwards right now. Let me see if I can turn the camera backwards the other way for now. I have it flipped the other way. There. So you will have a tutorials and community card right here. So inside you will find tutorials, communities, and also discount codes to make it more affordable. We do work with several companies, and they did give us promotional codes to provide to people in order to, Bright Minis, what's going on? Tutorials, communities, as well as discount codes. We want to make it more affordable for people, so they did provide us with. It's going good. I'm diving into the mindful painting kits right now. Yeah, I know it finally is, and it's painting night, so I'm so excited. The tutorials, you can scan this, and it will bring you to all sorts of tutorials from other artists and community, companies that have tutorials and stuff like that to help you hone your craft a little bit and learn a little bit more. And it's good to know where you can go to get good tutorials and walkthroughs and stuff like that. And we try to compile some of the ones that we felt were really, really beneficial. And Bright Minis is actually a very amazing artist. And if they have tutorials, let us know. We'll add a link to you. That way people can find you too. Plus, also supportive communities. Miniature painting and hobbyists are a very supportive community. So is the tabletop community in general. People love to show people how to do things, and they're very open about it. Oh, that would be fantastic. I just started making some tutorials too, and that leads me to this one. So inside the kit, you will also have a paint by numbers. So we call it a paint by numbers. It's step 1 through 5, and the numbers are right here. We did have a picture of the miniature here with like lines. It was a little too overwhelming to the eye, so we have a QR code. You could scan this QR code, and it'll bring you to a video of either myself, somebody, a team member at Guardians Mental Health, or an artist in the community painting that exact same miniature with the exact same brushes and paints, so you don't feel like you're missing anything. They're using the same tools you are inside this kit and painting the exact same miniature, so you can follow along with them. And that's so welcoming and just nice to see, because I've watched some tutorials and it's like, this is how you paint it, and it's like out of my scope. This is very slow, goes right with it. It's segmented, and they're really meaningful. So we have that included in there. Also, we have a color wheel from our friends at Game Envy. So there's a color wheel. It's also got 6 different triads and everything like that, different ways for complementary colors. Also, water and paint blends to dilute. So you got 1 drop of water, 3 drops of paint. Washes, recesses, edges, glazes. It's perfect. Helps you with getting started and knowing the basics. So you don't feel like you have to go out there and buy 10,000 paints. You can dilute your own paints. And this is how you achieve those. I like glazes. That's just me. On the backside, brush care. Brush care is super paramount. You want to clean your brushes if you want to get longevity out of them. I have an issue with the tip curling. I call it a hook. And I know I'm not cleaning mine properly. Don't be a Joe. Just what I'm saying. So that's why we added this. Clean your brushes, use conditioner. Just as a little tip too, this is great brush cleaner. I love it. Good conditioner. So we have that in there as well. And then also to blend in some mental health aspects of it, breathing, grounding exercises to be utilize while you're painting right here. Box breathing is a great technique. Also, if you are in feel a panic attack or anxiety attack, an intense temperature change will actually help snap you out of that. And we utilize this in quiet rooms. When we're hosting quiet rooms, we actually map out where all the ice machines are in the facility. That way we can go and get a bag of ice, and you can put them on the back of the neck, under the arms, and it'll help bring somebody out. Small little tip, heat works better than cold. Just saying. But we have that included in there as well. You also get a nice welcome letter from everybody here at Guardians Mental Health, everybody who worked on the kits. Nice welcome letter. Then you also have some of the basics, miniature painting, info card. So you have, setting up a calm place, Gather your supplies, prime your miniatures, use a wet palette, take breaks, don't rush. And really, I mean that. Don't rush. These are your miniatures. They are expensive. You can get them for like $5 to $8, but they go up to over $100. I mean, they go up there. So take your time with it. Get the time out of that miniature. Get your money's worth. Don't feel like you got to paint an army in 20 minutes. It takes me a couple days to paint one miniature. And then on the backside, just some helpful things for self-care while utilizing miniature painting. It's good for mindfulness and relaxation, a sense of achievement, creative expression. This is your miniature. Social connectivity as well as skill development. There's a lot, and we're going to talk about that while we're painting tonight. Also, to integrate, into tabletop gaming. Rolling for Wellness, mental health benefits of tabletop gaming, right here from our friends at BGA. Fantastic. Shared a panel with them at PAX Unplugged late last year. Wonderful people. Love working with them. Then we also included a gratitude inventory. Things that you're grateful for today. Things you love about yourself. Things that you're excited about. Alternative version of glad. You are grateful for what? Take your time. Fill this out. Review it. When you feel like you're in a rut, review it. That's what it's there for. And then also a safety plan. So if you are in, if you're having a rough time, have a safety plan so you know where. If you can't get the words out, you can at least hand this to somebody. Oh, have a good night, Sassy. I appreciate you so much for stopping in. No worries. Don't feel like you're interrupted. I talk a lot. Also, we have a brochure to give you a little bit more information about Guardian's mental health, how to create your own self-care plan, knowing your limits, the 4 pillars of mental physical health. So inside, this is what you'll see. You have a miniature right here. I already have this wrapped up for shipping. I actually took somebody's kit and I wanted to open it up for you, and I'll rebox it all nice and I'll put something extra in there for them. So your miniatures will already be built and primed. So, you don't have to feel like you're discouraged by seeing a bunch of plastic that you have to follow directions. Nope, we did that for you. We put all the miniatures together for you. They're already cemented together and primed. A lot of them are going to be primed black. We will change primers. We had Monument Hobbies actually donated some primers for us. So, also, your 2 brushes. These are from Game Envy. So you'll have 2 brushes with it, do larger areas plus the smaller details, so you don't feel like you're just going to try and achieve everything with 1 brush. We want everybody to have 2 brushes. Some people might get a dry brush, but we do have brushes. You're going to get a miniature holder, so you can hold your miniature. You're going to get a brush holder right here, a collapsible water cup, and these get pretty big right here. These are pretty cool, especially if you travel. That's pretty sick. Yes, they are. Kit and them are fantastic at Game Envy. They're so supportive. Kit's going to be coming on and chatting with us here in the near future, too. Plus, a pop bubble pad to use as a wet palette. And it's really great, like I showed you before. Showed chat before. I have one here that I use from time to time. You can fill it with your paints and everything. And then you can dilute and have different dilution levels and washes and everything. And you can have your base colors up here and then dilutions all the way down. But when you're done, you just boop, let it dry and pop it right out. Also, you don't need to put a lot of paint on your wet palette. Paint goes a long way. Unless you're mixing and blending and everything and you're really getting going deep into the paint, you don't need too much of it. And I mean, you get to play with it when you're done too. So yeah, it just pops right out. So, and they're dishwasher safe, so which is super cool. So you're gonna get a pop bubble pad to use as a wet palette. You got your water cup, you got your miniature holder, you got your brushes, you have your miniature, you have your brush holders, as well as your physical reminder bracelet, crisis contact numbers, all the other printed resources, and a full set of paints. And these are full-size bottles. They're not samples. These are donated from our friends over at Turbo Dork. Hi, Greg, Meredith. You're both awesome. So they donated a I believe the first 10 are going to get Turbo Dork, and then our friends at Reaper and mine, a Pro Acrylic, and everybody are all very kind and helpful and helping make a positive impact. So you will paint a lot of miniatures with this amount of paint right here. You're not going to paint 1, 2, or 3. You're going to paint an army, and this is a big chunk right here in saving somebody money and getting them going in miniature painting. There's a lot here. Plus, you get the nice box. We also are including a card inviting you to come paint with us on Mindful Painting Nights. So we want you to come paint with us. You know, think of it as your local Warhammer hobby shop. You know, everybody's down in the basement, you know, painting and everything. If you've never been to one of those, they're fantastic. I recommend them. They're great for socialization, as also, you know, honing your skills, because there's, you know, so many people, you know, they can teach you something there and help you out with things that you're struggling with, as well as a sense of community. And we want to kind of like do that with the Mindful Painting Nights as well too. We want to invite people on every month to come paint with us. If we have 50 people, that would be fantastic to see. But we want people to be in their safe space, comfortable in their jam pants with their, you know, tees or, you know, Twizzlers or whatever, just having a fun time, listening to music, watching a movie, hanging out with people and socializing, and then, you know, having that sense of achievement when you know you complete something all together, and it's a very special thing. So this is what our Mindful Painting kits are right here. So, and on the back will be a feedback card as well too. Plus you have the box too, nice big box. Now, like I said before, we are going to be putting these inside another box, just for the sheer fact that they are such a cool looking box. We don't want people to steal them. So we're actually, I talked it over with the ambassadors and several of the other team members, and we're going to put these in a nice non-labeled box. That way it's a little bit more secure. Let me just put this all back away. I'm going to put this in here, and then I'll make it all nice before I ship it back out. So these are... these should be starting to hit mailbox. Well, they should be going to the post office on Monday. I got to finish assemble and putting the rest together. But these are the Mindful Painting kits. And our Brush and Shield initiative, we really, really, really want to make a positive impact with these. And our goal is to get 100 of these out in 2025, and I don't think we're going to have an issue with that. Plus, also on open request, we do have our tabletop inclusion mental health kits. That's what these are right here. These have a little bit of everything in them. Some of the resources that you saw before, but also they are curated by mental health professionals. They are evidence-based resources. It's a blend of printed resources and sensory items aimed to provide all of the tools an individual would need to create their own self-care toolkit, and how to utilize tabletop gaming in therapeutic ways. So inside this, you will actually find... Do I have one right here? I do. So inside each one of these, you will find one of these. This, we had a full set of dice in there, and for 300 we swapped it out. This is a Braille D20, just to make it a little bit more inclusive for people. They include cards on how to read them, to help assist anybody with the visual impairments, so they can, you know, play D&D too, because it's very satisfying rolling your own dice, and it's fun to roll the dice, and then like it takes the wind out of your sails when you got to go, what was it? Oh, you know, it was a 1 again. It's really a natural 20, but yeah. So these will be in there. There's a miniature in them. There's also the sensory item is a little wyvern. And they're really, really super special. They were a huge hit at PAX Unplugged, and we're really, really looking forward to expanding them. We have more resources to put together and add. The next time we'll have them at a live event, we will have some of them at PAX East coming up in May, as well as we're going to try and make it to a few other tabletop conventions as well, too, and bring this there. So there's that. And then I showed the shirt. I'm hydrating. Oh, yeah? It would be a shame for you to feel terrible about sending that one out. So let's get back into it. I got to bring this all up close now. I messed my camera all up. Okay. So, like I said, we got some paints today. We got volume 1, volume 2. I like these because I want to start doing some Grimdark. I love Grimdark. I think it's so cool, and there are some great Grimdark like washes included in these. They're a little pricey, but I really wanted to get these for myself. I know, right? I went to a shop. I was going to order this online, and they were either sold out of this one or they were sold out of this one. I went to the local shop today just to grab some paints for what I'm painting tonight, and they had both of them, and I'm like, shit. I might as well just get them both right now. So I got some paints, and we're going to open these up, and we're going to use some of these colors because I know I could use the heavy metal. I'm going to use that Grim Rust and probably the Tainted Garden and some of the other colors here because that is a nice bright red, which is surprising for this mix. And then this Blood Moon will be really nice, and then the Emperor's Gold. So we're going to do Lionel Johnson tonight. He's all primed up, ready to go. This is such a cool miniature, man. This is so cool. I mean, look at the detail just in the base. I mean, you got the two little minions right there holding the sword, and then the crest and everything, and then he's, you know, you got the rubble and all that. That is cool. And then you have the legend himself, Lionel Johnson of the Dark Angels. Been missing for 10,000 years and then just came wandering back. Actually, I think he's still fighting his way, but this is going to be super cool, and I'm going to take my time with this because I really want to make this look good. So, but you know, I mean, you put them on the base. Let me see if I can get it without, yeah, I mean, come on. That's so cool. That's cool, man. Templars? Oh, no. Actually, I've been working on a Salamander's army. I mean, I'm not done with this guy yet, but I'm working on this dude. Working on getting a Salamander's army going. And then this dude was just finished, too. I was really surprised by the skin tone and everything. So, we're going to be diving into this. We're going to get our wet palette ready. And I probably shouldn't have poured all my water in that thing. But yes, Game Envy has got fantastic product. I use their wet palette, and I have the light here. But here's the other thing too. We have one of these lights that Kit gave us to raffle off. So we are going to be raffling off one of these Lucent lights in the near future. I've been thinking about holding on to it for Mental Health Awareness Month, but we might do it sooner. Mean Green Xeno's killing machine. Yeah, buddy. Alright, so we're gonna... I don't have any more distilled water, and it's been a while since I got this one wet. I've been using a smaller wet palette, doing some... Oh, that was on the knee, and that was extremely cold. That's too much water. Where's my water cup? I don't want too much on there. I'm going to close that refrigerator before I get wet again. My knee's going to be wet all night now. I got too excited. So we're going to get our wet palette kind of going. There we go. Where's my metal thingies? Right there. Probably one of the best things that I love about it are the weights that he has for these. Because I'll tell you what, man, these things are worth their weight in gold. If you don't have weights and you have a wet palette, don't feel like you got to rush out and buy weights to weigh the quarters. Just get a couple pennies or a quarter or something like that and throw it in there. Yeah, I use the Army Painter one for travel. All right, so also, I was really excited. I've been waiting for a special occasion to... Where are they? right here. I've been waiting for a special occasion to open one. I got one. Now, Chronicles RPG donated several of these, and I bought one. I came back later and bought one. These are their brushes right here. One of them. One page to rule them all. So you get 8 brushes. You get 5 wolf hair, 2 dry brushes, and 1 sable detail. I have been waiting for something special to crack these open. So, tonight's the night. I am going to crack these open, and this is going to be my first use of these. I am super excited about this because they are expensive, but they are worth it. I mean, I've never seen wolf hair before. But look at look at that. That's nice. That's a nice brush right there. I don't care who you are. Oh man. And there's I'm taking all the freaking tops off. Okay. I mean, you do get a lot of brushes in here, and I was gonna order some Rosemary and Company, and I've been looking at various other companies to get some high-end brushes because I use a lot of synthetic brushes, and I wanted some sable hair, and I mean these are awesome. I love the wolf hair and dry brushes. Have you used these brushes? Of course you have. Yeah, that dry brush. Oh, dude. Wow. You can feel the difference. Like, if you have like one of these dry brushes versus this one, you can see the difference. You know, this is like a makeup brush compared to this one. This is like a Ferrari versus a Fiat. But I've been waiting to crack these open, so here we are. Here we are. So we're gonna get ready. I'm just so excited. So excited. So I think I'm gonna probably go with this number 1. That's a big brush, man. That's a number 7. Holy smokes. Dude, that feels so cool. That is nice. Tiger. This is a wolf. Number 3. This is the one you like? Of course I work for them. I haven't cracked this open yet. Like, we are going to be putting. You guys donated like 5 of these to. Oh, you guys donated like 5 of these to us, so we're gonna be taking 2 brushes per and giving them to, putting them in the kits. So those individuals who get those kits with these in it are going to be spoiled absolutely rotten. They're not going to know what they have because these are incredible. So I'm really looking forward when we put those in the kit. And when we put them in the kit, we are going to do a big blast on it on socials to help, promote it. And I mean, shoot, these are freaking cool. These are really nice. I'm really excited. All right, enough of that. Let's open some stuff and get some paints out of here. Let's get some paints. Now, I'm not going to use all the paints and everything in here. Ooh. Very nice piece. You got a paint guide. This comes in most of them. Most of the Army Painter sets and stuff. This guy is a legend in painting. Ooh. Okay. Alright, a little bit of a kind of a breakdown right there. I like that. I'm going to hold on to that. Alright, so I did want to get nice big bottles. I mean, how big are they compared? Same size. Maybe it's because they're full. Alright, what do we got here? We got that Turnball. Voodoo Shade. I do want this Rust, but it's going to be later on. I'm going to pull it out anyways. We got the Tainted Garden. That'll be good for the cape. Heavy Metal, definitely. And I do want this. This Voodoo Shade, I think is, I think this will be pretty sweet. It's a wash. Nothing like a finger palette. Oh yeah, that'll be... Yeah, that'll work good. I like that. That's nice. That's nice. Actually, I'm just going to take them all out. I've been experimenting with Too Thin Coats, too. They're paints. They're very nice paints. Right now, I'm just doing exploratory. I have... so far, some of my favorites are Pro Acrylic. And for metallics, I love Turbo Dork. But right now, for just flat paints, Pro Acrylic is my go-to. It's what I carry with me out of town and stuff like that. And the majority of what my armies are painted out of. Even though I have Citadel and stuff like that, I use a lot of Pro Acrylic. And inside this one is the same printed stuff. Yep, same print too. So these aren't collector's editions or anything like that. So chances are, if you are at our next convention, I'll have these on a table and for people to grab. So let's just do this. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'll put them in a rack later. So you do. Ooh, that's a speed paint right there. Okay, that's Blood Moon Red. More like just blood. That's gonna be pretty cool to freaking throw down. Not bad. That's a nice wash though, or speed paint right there. The darkness. What is the darkness? That's a nice midnight blue. Kind of reminds me of another army painter one. This does, if you're a war paint or a fanatic, if you use a lot of their paints and stuff for army painter, this does pull a lot of, it does fill a lot of the voids. Ooh, the Grim Dark Shadow. This is what I really wanted right here. Yeah, right there. Yeah. This is what I wanted for the Grimdark, because I love Grimdark. Oh, there's a little bit of... Oh, yeah, I still got paint on my finger, but... That's sweet. I'm going to have more paint on my finger than I am... Oh, there's the Ironclad Gray right there. Okay, yeah, I'm going to use that too. Alright. So... Ooh, Blighted Green? This might be kind of like a Caliban, maybe? Alright, that's very Dark Angels-esque. Yeah, we're going to use this one. Now I do have to pull up a reference to see what Lionel Johnson's armor color is. I believe it's black with green hues on the edging. So we're gonna explore that here in a minute. But I got a lot of great colors here. Plus, here down the road, we're also gonna paint some Helldivers. I'm stoked for that. I'm waiting for a special someone to jump on stream with me and paint with me. Okay, let me get this paper towel here. Wipe off my finger palette a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous just because I haven't painted like a Primarch before. Dude, the thing looks so. I'm actually going to be looking at the goon. The goon hammer, just as a reference on some of this. The armor and black primer and glazed on Thunderhawk to get initial colors for it done, and then Steel Legion, remaining details, robes, and Caliban. Cool. All right. So I don't want to stick him to. So let's get our Thunderhawk blue, because I will we'll glaze that. Oh, camera's vibrating. Where's my little mixing doodad? So I'm gonna scoop out a little bit of this. Turbo Dork's got these little mixing sticks, silicone ones, worth their weight in gold, telling you. Then I got some contrast Dark Angels green just to kind of bring those hues out and everything too. Because Dark Angels, it's like Miss Bright Minis. We have the Misses and Misters. How we doing? In case you're new here, I would love to welcome you. My name is Joe. I am the Executive Director of Guardians Mental Health. Guardians Mental Health is a 501c3 nonprofit focused on spreading mental health awareness throughout the gaming space, as well as boosting accessibility to meaningful resources in safe and inclusive atmospheres. And we do that through several different programs. One of them is our mental health kit program. That's what one of these are right here. They are a blend of evidence-based printed resources and sensory items curated by mental health professionals, aimed to provide all the tools and resources an individual would need to create their own self-care toolkit. So inside you'll find breathing, grounding exercises, safety crisis plans, next step contacts for crisis situations, as well as sensory items to be utilized as outlets for nervous energy, physical reminders, a mindfulness activity book with crayons, a journal, a pen, all the tools you would need right inside here. This is our tabletop inclusion one. Inside this, there are focused resources on how to utilize tabletop gaming and hobbies like of miniature painting for in therapeutic ways and for self-care. So these are 100% free, like all of our programs. We ship them all over the United States, and we've provided over 29,000 mental health kits today. We're about to hit 30,000, which is a huge milestone for us. What timing on the Nightbot right there? Let's see. I'm going to have to use a lot of water to make this let's see. Let's go with this number 3. wolf. Ooh, maiden voyage. So excited. I'm nervous. I'm actually nervous. Let me get some water on here. I don't have any mixing medium, so that is unfortunate, but it is what it is. But I do have some junk brushes that I can use. I had one and I lost it right there. So I'll just make a glaze out of this as best as I can. It might come out a little bit thin, but I want those kind of... Now, I am not a professional painter. I am just an average Joe. Don't judge me, but this is... Oh, yes, I am. Also Windows, too. You don't want to see me on a school bus. That was that kid. See, I just did it, and you just subconsciously, suggested it to me. So, actually, I think I might actually try and dry brush that on instead. Let me get a small dry brush, though. Yeah. I don't want to go too bad on it. I hope everyone's having a wonderful night. And just so you know, as well, in the future, Friday night is Mindful Painting Night. Everyone is welcome. We usually will hook up through either Discord, or if there's a lot of us, we'll do a Google Meets or something like that, just to accommodate the amount of people. Everyone's welcome. It's a very social activity, and we would love to have more people join us for these, and it's just a lot of fun. And it is relaxing. And we are going to get down to talking about a little bit of mental health stuff. And really what it comes down to is the ways that, the impacts that miniature painting can have. It's not for everyone. What, licking the window? Or the brushes? You know what? The real question is if you drink the water. How many times have you made that mistake? I have. It wasn't even intentional. It was one of those kind of like, oops. I'm looking for something. Yeah. So, really, a great benefit of miniature painting that might get lost in translation with some people is actually the stress reduction of it. Oh God, do I know the person? If not, I want to know. I want to be friends with them. Um, I think the question really would have begged to differ, or would have been, did they have a facial express? Like, did they react to drinking it, or did they just were they a champ and just downed it and was like, nope, I'm gonna keep moving. I love the stress reduction, stress relief that miniature painting can have. Um, it's really the focused nature of the the activity in itself. It's very therapeutic by nature, and it really does help alleviate stress, anxiety. Also, you can really tell the concentration. It's great as a grounding exercise as well, because it is very grounding in its nature, just for the fact that it takes a lot of concentration to get into all those areas and everything. Now, if I was a smart person, I probably would have gave this to an actual accomplished painter, like someone who's sitting in chat right now and gone like, "Hey, will you paint this for me?" But you know what? It was this was a birthday gift, and my birthday was yesterday, and I thought this was like such a cool looking mini. Like I really liked this one, even though I'm doing a Salamander's army. Uh, I wanted to paint this guy. Like I wanted him in my collection. I want him on my shelf. Now it's a fun thing too. Fun thing too is when I first started painting minis, I love mimics. That is a little fun fact about me. If you didn't know that, I love mimics. I think mimics are so cool. Right now, I'm just trying to hit some highlights and everything to kind of make it a little bit easier going. I'm not going to do too much to his armor. I am going to put this kind of try and get it around the edges. I painted 16 mimics, all different kinds. And I'm going to put them in a shadow box. That way I can display them. And I'm going to hang them on the wall behind me. So I will have a display of mimics. I'm real excited about that. It might not be for everybody, but I think they're so cool. There's a book series that I listen to. It's an audio book. It is a very crude and R-rated book series, but it's called Boxy Tea Morningwood is what the mimic's called. And the start of it is super cool because it starts by a mimic in a dungeon just becoming like sentient and just kind of like listening to adventurers coming in. Yes, it'll be my own mimic box. Yeah, adventurers coming into the dungeon and it eating them. And in doing so, it had like an internal monologue saying, rank up. And the mimic started ranking up. And it didn't understand it. Then it grew like an appendage, and it's like, what's that? And it's like, oh. And then it ended up killing a group of adventurers coming in, and then it left the dungeon, and it started like ranking up more, and it ended up getting familiars, like demonic familiars, because as a mimic, they are in the they're a monster. They're in the monster manual and stuff like that, and it was granted familiars, and even the familiars like didn't know what to do, like why, how, and its initial reaction was to eat them. So for like 2 days, every time their like familiar would like spawn, like every day, it would just, as soon as it would spawn, it would eat them, and then it would eat them again and again and again, and it started ranking up from eating their familiars so often. It was actually really funny, and there is a lot of comedy in it, but there is a lot of like inappropriate humor and stuff. So take with a grain of salt. It is a very funny thing, but it becomes like a necromancer, or like a necromancer, and a few other like skills, and then it ends up becoming a champion of chaos, and the god of improbability or whatever, whose name changes like literally every time it's it's referenced or mentioned. Like his name will be Randy one minute and then Fred the next, because it's just very improbable. And it ends up going into another dungeon, and then seeing the dungeon core, and then it steals the dungeon core, and the dungeon like keeper is like begging him to not leave the dungeon with it, like, take whatever you want, take the gold, take everything, just don't take the core out of the dungeon, please. It'll cause, it's going to be a lot worse than you think. And it didn't listen, because it's a mimic, and the mimic's default is shinies, and it took it out of there, and it started a countdown and was going to explode and like detonate. And so it had a familiar launch it just as far away from them as possible, so they all didn't die, because the familiars can die a million times and come right back, but if their host dies, like if their like master dies, that's it, like they're done, they don't come back. And they were having so much fun with Boxy, they didn't want to just die, so they ended up throwing it. Well, accidentally it rolled into a town and caused a calamity and killed everyone in the town, like 15,000 people. And then all of a sudden Boxy ranked up like 50 levels, because it ended up killing all the people in the town. And and it's referenced in all of the other books, like, oh, such a tragedy what happened, and the calamity of this town. And he's just like, yeah, that was a shame. I don't know who would have done such a terrible thing, because now he's in disguise and everything. It's very funny. Very funny story, or book series. Probably my favorite audiobook is, believe it or not, The Martian. It was a Matt Damon movie. They did a movie on it, but it was a book first. It was a little too thick. I just want to kind of get some highlights right there. I'm not good at this. Yeah, I'm looking forward to making the Mimic box. I'm trying to think for the cloak. I'm going to try. I'm going to put a drop of water. I'm going to kind of thin it out a little bit. I'm going to start with a kind of a dark. I want to see how it goes. I'll be fine if it comes out a little dark. I just want to kind of never used this paint before, so I kind of thinned it out a little bit just in case it was a mistake. Bright Minis, was it Andrew that drank that cup? Or Sergio? Oh, it's the end. I will say I was super appreciative about y'all over at Chronicles RPG, donating the 5 things of brushes. I did come back and buy my own set because I wanted one, and I would feel guilty just taking one of the other ones. But I was able to connect with I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but we ended up writing a letter of charitable donation for the brushes. That way there was no loss or anything like that. And that's one thing that we can at least do for all the companies and everybody that helps make our mindful painting kits possible with providing supplies to underprivileged individuals is by providing them with letters of charitable donation. That way they can write it off and they can recoup that. And I mean, the materials and stuff like that, supplies, it's not cheap. So it's something that we can at least make good on working with us. Is there's going to be no loss. Probably should have thinned this paint out a little bit more. But I'm just trying to get a coat down. I do plan on doing a painting stream tomorrow afternoon as well. Because I am not going to want to put this down. I feel like getting it started tonight. And since I've been up since 4:30 in the morning and just go, I'm probably going to crash out here in an hour or so. Just so I can come back with a fresh eyes. What time tomorrow? I'm not sure. Probably early afternoon. Right, like 1 o'clock or so, and I'll probably be painting for a couple hours. My daughter, my youngest, is spending. I have an 8-year-old and a 16-year-old. 16-year-old's home, but the younger one, her best friend is a little boy named Keegan, and she is spending the night at his house, and they're going to a play tomorrow, or like a concert, like a school concert at the local university. Um, these two are like peas in a pod. They've known each other since preschool. Um, they're each other's best friends, and I'll tell you what, she just recently started like having friends spend the night, or spend a night at a friend's house. I've never seen somebody light up. It's like Christmas Day for like every time. Like, she gets so excited, and I love to see it. I love to see that excitement. You know what it is to be, a little one again. She has, she brought her, she's got her favorite toys and stuff like that with her, and I think they were painting. They were painting something earlier. They sent pictures. Like, they picked up little model sets from the store. Like painting the rocks and stuff like that. Have fun painting the lion. I will. I am enjoying it already. I love this cape. One thing I've been trying to work on getting better at is working on blending capes, like the layers, to get like the depth and everything. I know you put down, a nice base and everything, and then you kind of build up and glaze, and then you kind of like get into the, highlight the high points and everything, but it's the recesses. I've been working on it. I've done a few minis that have cloaks or clothing, I should say, that I've been working on. Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but I mean, you can see the little depth in there. I'm trying. And that's okay. I'm not trying to operate outside my skill set. There are people that are extremely talented, that have been painting a very, very long time, and just like anything, it takes time. But I am very proud of everything that I can accomplish, and it is extremely rewarding when you finish a mini. But I will say too, trust the process. Just because it doesn't, never, compare your work with somebody else's. This is yours. Make it yours, and don't be don't feel like you have to be like, a master painter. This is your mini. With time, you will get better at it. You'll explore different techniques and styles, and stuff like that, and then you will hone your own craft, and it'll become like second nature with creating like flowing capes and stuff like that, and show depth and contrast, and how to better attack a piece than you did even a month prior. So take your time. We got a bot? Oh, we do have a bot. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. Bazinga. Not on Polly's watch. Good job, Polly. Very proud of you. Thank you for the heads up. I have to periodically clean my brush. I've never used wolf hair before. See how that it's like trying to hook a little? I'm terrible at that. Yeah, see? It's already starting to kind of hook a little. I think I might step up the brush a little. That's too big. Let me try this ginormous brush here. Gotta figure out what golds to use too. Tell you what, this brush might be massive, but dang, man. That is a point. You know, I was thinking about doing too with the mindful painting night is what I like to do when I'm painting. I have 3 monitors in here, so I have one straight in front of me right here that I use to usually watch chat or have a whatever in front of me. But when I'm not streaming and I'm painting back here in my office, I like to put a movie on. And I think last night I had like The Meg was on, and prior to that I had. I think it was Mystery Men. I like comedies. So. But I like it. I was thinking about blending like a movie night with like a painting night. Yeah? Heck yeah. Now, if you don't know, chat, Polly here is a 3D printer extraordinaire. He's also one of our ambassadors. He has helped us at several live events from the PAX conventions. He is a true asset and great individual. He also provides us, he actually spoils us with these. So right here is one. This is a 3D printed ghost held together by magnets, and the eye actually lights up. I don't know if this one, I might have taken the batteries out of this one. Yeah, I took the batteries out of this one. But the eye lights up and everything. And Poly 3D prints and assembles all of these. So it's got the little globe on the inside. And he actually made us one that goes with us to every one of our conventions that we go to. It has the Guardians Mental Health logo for the eye, and it lights up, and it always grabs people's attention. Always. I think it's so cool. So we're very thankful to Polly. And he also gave me these sweet little like bottle holders. They go on like a beaner, carabiner, and they attach to like your waistband or your belt loop, or on a bag or wherever you want to attach it to. They're super cool. Didn't think I would use it until I did, and then it was like addicting. Like, so we go to a lot of events and stuff, and I always find it annoying that one of us draws short straw and is carrying the cup. We're carrying the thing. Oh, nice. Definitely. I'm going to wash that one. That one is being a little weird. Then I'm going to go back to this number 3. Yeah, it's a 3 wolf. I think that's a pretty good base on that. Looking for the rest of that. So that's his cape. This is different. This isn't a cape. This is a robe. So I'm going to do the robe a different color, just so it has some contrast to it. Maybe a tan? I think if I did it like tan with like almost like a reddish or purplish, like, and the purple I'm thinking is like a royal kind of purple, like do like a glaze or a wash over it real light, like I think it would really pop, especially against like the green cape. I think it would look really, really cool. Anybody going to any tabletop conventions or anything like that, or events or anything in the near future? I know one is, I think, going on this weekend. We did have an opportunity to go to Adepticon, but it is too long of a show. I did not realize that sucker goes from Tuesday all the way through Sunday. That is long. That is a long convention. Speaking of the ghosts, you got a new teal. Nice. I have the 3D printer in the other room, and I just have not even had the time to hook it up. It's just sitting there. I'm very intimidated by it. I see yours running, and you got the freaking like high-end ones. Well, the one looks really stupid expensive, and this one's got like no case on it. It's just like the beginner entry level. It's that it's the Bamboo A1 something. It's the one that you were kind of like guiding me to that night. And I got black, red, and another color. I can't think of it, but I have not had too much time to dive into the 3D printing yet, but I want to, and I want to probably start with the sensory items for the mental health kits. So the idea is we were talking about for our mental health kits, we do provide a variety of sensory items in each kit, and we were looking at exploring utilizing a 3D printer and just printing our own sensory items to include inside the kits. And I mean, that would overall, cut costs down, a lot. And we would be able to provide either, more printed resources or focus resources inside. So we were exploring that. And I think it would actually be extremely beneficial. I just haven't had time to do it. And actually, it got brought up in a director's meeting, and I didn't even have to bring it up. Dr. Williams brought up, getting a 3D printer and 3D printing our own sensory items from it, and doing like kind of like selling some at the booth, like $10, pick any five sensory items in a grab bag type deal, which is not, it's a fair idea. But we usually give away sensory items at the booth. So if you visit a Guardian's Mental Health booth, you'll come by. We usually have our mental health kits there, other printed resources, things that we sell and everything that we sell at the booth goes right back into our programs. So one pin equals one mental health kit for somebody, and it really does translate that. We have a very small team. We don't have a payroll. Everything goes right back into trying to make a difference. And so when we go to live events, as long as we can break even on the booth and through donations, then everything goes right into the kits. But so we always have our mental health kits. We have printed resources, information about our other programs, as well as free sensory items. So we usually always have a few fidgets and stuff for people to grab from our booth, to walk around with. Because conventions can be a very stressful atmosphere to be around. So we want people to be able to have an outlet for that, and we always have those. We always have earplugs. So if it's ever too loud, you can put in some earplugs and find some comfort in that, as well as we also have warheads and candy. The warheads, there is science behind it. It can snap you out of a panic attack, and it can also be a nice boost because of the sugar and everything. Oh, nice. All right. Well, I'm always. This isn't that same color, is it? No, it is. So I'm using the blighted green in this. I'll tell you what, I do. Now I know why Bright Minis was using these likes the wolf ones. I really feel like when you get down to like doing the details and stuff like that, these are excellent brushes to get fine details. I'm just unfortunately using it for very large surfaces. This is a big boy. This is a big Space Marine right here. Now, Lionel Johnson is a very interesting backstory as a Primarch. He was from the planet Caliban. It's like a jungle planet, essentially. And when he was discovered by, I believe it was a chapter of Space Marines. I don't think it was the Dark Angels yet. But they found him, and he was essentially like the Tarzan of the planet. You know what I mean? So they took him back to the camp and everything, and he learned, picked up things very quickly and became like a leader of theirs. And the Emperor came and found him there and took him back and made him the leader of what is known as the Dark Angels. And he fought to stop chaos and stuff with his best friend. What was his best friend's name? Leon? No, it's not Leon. Travis. I can't remember. Can't remember his best friend's name, but him and his best friend were like inseparable. Well, the Horus Heresy was happening, and Lionel Johnson here was fighting chaos in a distant place and left to go fight Horus, you know, and, you know, stop his, you know, destruction of, you know, Terra, and, you know, protect his father, you know, fight with his father. And him and, I don't think it was Gilliman, I can't remember who was with him, but they went there and they went essentially toe to toe with Harris and other things. And, well, Horus didn't exactly survive, but Lionel, after that, went back to Caliban, and come to find out, his best friend, who he left on the planet to take, you know, to take care of Caliban, succumbed to the dark side, succumbed to chaos influences, and they fought each other. And, you know, Lionel Johnson was depressed and everything because everything that happened, all the loss and everything that happened, you know, on Terra. But also now that his best friend, you know, turned to chaos, and he left him in charge and all of his people and everything, like, it hit him very hard. And he fought him, and he was mortally wounded. But at that same time, his best friend had a moment of clarity that he overcame the influence of chaos and actually snapped out of it for a moment, and realized what he did was, you know, he just mortally wounded his best friend, you know? And it was too late. And the chaos gods dropped essentially a nuke on the planet, and was going to eradicate everything before the Primarch could, you know, regenerate. And there was a kind of like a subterranean life. Can't remember what they were called, but they essentially came out of the earth, grabbed Lionel Johnson here, and dragged him down into you know, the subterranean for like 10,000 years in like a cryo thing, kind of like Gilliman, and just slowly healed him over time. And then once he was healed, he went out just fighting, you know, chaos across the galaxy. And there was word that, you know, there was this, I can't remember what they called him, but he was like this mysterious, you know, being fighting chaos across the galaxy. And they're like, oh no, it's Lionel Johnson. Every time I say his name, I really want to say Leroy Jenkins. I'm not going to lie. I think that is one of the best clips ever clipped from World of Warcraft. And if you've ever done a dungeon in anything, Destiny, you know, Warcraft, Neverwinter, anything like that, you get the reference. Because everyone has had that teammate who was impatient, was done listening, and was ready for action. And they went in, guns a-blazing. Leroy Jenkins. So I'm going to set this dude down. I wish I had some putty to put down on his feet. Oh, I do have putty. I'm going to clean this brush a little bit first, though. Where's my putty? Oh, there's a checkbook I was looking for, which I looked in here first. Oh, these things from Charity Streams. Final Boss, Level 3. Okay. Just for you, chat. These are already open, so they're probably a little dry. So we have sour strawberry, sour blueberries, or sour cranberries. Which one? I'll eat some right now. I'll give it 5 seconds. If nobody says anything, then I'm just going to pick something. My mouth's salivating just thinking about it. Alright, it's going to go cranberries. Level 3. These are like super sour. Oh. Yo. Dr. Nips. Perfect timing. I'm just Final Boss Sours. Level 3. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How was your stream? Hopefully it was good. Oh, welcome. That was so unexpected. Thank you, thank you. Hello, everybody. Hello, Raiders. If you don't know who I am, my name is Joe. I am the Executive Director of Guardians Mental Health. Guardians Mental Health is a 501c3 nonprofit focused on spreading mental health awareness throughout the gaming space and boosting accessibility to meaningful resources in safe and inclusive atmospheres. And we do that through several different programs that we have here in-house. One of them is our mental health kit program. That's what these are right here. These are our mental health kits. There's one right here. One right here. Boom, boom. They are a blend of evidence-based printed resources and sensory items curated by clinicians and assembled essentially to provide all the tools and resources somebody would need to create their own self-care toolkit. So inside you will find things like breathing, grounding exercises, safety crisis plans, next step contacts, focus printed resources, as well as mindfulness activity books with crayons, journals, pens, physical reminders, and sensory items. Everything you would need to create your own self-care toolkit. And there's also exercise programs in them because physical health goes hand in hand with mental health, vice versa too. This is our esports focused mental health kit, focusing on all of you PvP and Crucible sweats and out there. Inside you'll find some great resources on burnout, fatigue, hydration, nutrition. There's also some amazing guided meditations from Quinn herself on competitive gameplay. As well as this is our tabletop focused mental health kit. So inside, all the focus resources focus on utilizing tabletop gaming in therapeutic ways. And one of the things inside it is actually a braille dice, which is really, really cool. Stream was good. Just kicked with buds. Not named Raven. Yeah. Well, very cool. I'm glad. I'm the guy not named Raven. Me too. My name's Joe. And tonight is our mindful painting night. So welcome. Hi, Bobby. So tonight we are painting this guy right here. This is Lionel Johnson of Warhammer. He is the Primarch of the Dark Angels. I thought I got this for my birthday. But look at the detail in that base. Like, he's got two little minions holding his scabbard and everything. Like, look at the detail in this dude. So right now I'm just, I got him primed up and everything. And I'm just hitting him with some highlights and stuff like that. Some glazing to just kind of get some depth to his armor and stuff like that. I will go back over it again with other colors. And then I did a base of like a dark green. And I'm going to start working that. And we got some inner robes. So really I just want to get a base kind of across the mat. And then tomorrow pick back up and continue working it. I'm going to take my time on this. Hi. Yep, and then I'm going to kind of do like a grimdark on it cuz now I got like grim rust and some other awesome paints too. So we're going to have some fun with him for sure. I got to kind of see what color the robes are, though. Do I have Caliban? I might. No, that's not that. Nope. Nope. I have so many colors, and they're kind of a pain in the neck to get out of this thing sometimes. Nope, that's worm. Let me knock over half my other paints because I haven't put them away yet. That one's stuck. Where are you stuck? Guarantee that's not one of them, though. I need to build another rack. I need another rack for my paints. So, what is everybody up to tonight? What were we playing on stream? What were we doing? I think I might hit it with like this ivy. No, that'll be good for a highlight. That's not going to be good for like the dark. Like I kind of want it. I want to use that for the highlights. Let's do like a bone kind of color. What's this one? I think this one's bone too. Skeleton bone. Yeah. I don't know. They're about the same. I gotta use this one. We did a bunch of Destiny. Any of the anybody? Did you go for Palindrome? Camera's gonna shake. I got a little mixer thing on here. If you only had a device that could make you a rack for your paints. Oh, I know, right? If only that was a thing. Actually, to tell you the truth, I was looking at it. Somebody sells like the IKEA things, like the add-ons or whatever, that you can get like the backboard, and for like $8 a piece. Kind of flabbergasted at the cost. Well, I hope everybody had fun tonight on stream. What did you do for Destiny? Just like a little bit of everything? Welcome. Also, if I didn't mention, this is Mindful Painting Night. And one of the exciting things about Mindful Painting Night... Oop, I hit my light. I was looking for a different brush. One of the exciting things about Mindful Painting Night is the mindfulness and relaxation of the art of miniature painting. I mean, it's... engaging in the detail work of painting miniatures can be a form of mindfulness in itself. So that really does allow you to focus on the present moment and can help reduce stress and anxiety, and it really is just encourages a calm mind. I mean, it's a peaceful activity. It can be, but it provides a break from screens and media and stuff like that, and kind of grounds you in the moment, so to speak, with, focusing down on something physical and tangible in your hands. And it's an expression of creativity. In the end, it is your miniature, and you can paint it any way you want. Just last week, I had the honor of joining Blaze McBain, who plays a lot of Smite. I believe he's affiliated with the studio. He's one of the Smite streamers, with a charity stream supporting Guardians Mental Health. I love taking part in events and stuff like that. I think they're so much fun. And last week, when I took part, a portion of it, I was doing painting, and I had social medias and chat decide what I was going to paint the Space Marine in, like, a favorite, like, video game character. and I put them all on a wheel, and we spun the wheel, and it was Samus. So I got to paint a Space Marine in the color palette of Samus, and it came out really good, and I did it all in metallic. I actually don't have it here at my office because my daughter thought it was so cool, she took it and put it in her room. So, but I am looking forward to doing that again in the future, but I think I'm going to do it with like I'm gonna buy like a starter kit of like with some Space Marines, but also Tyranid, and I'm gonna do just the Tyranids in different colors. Like I want to try one as Mario and Zelda, and I mean maybe even Saint 14. You know, try and do his color scheme. But also, if you didn't see social, I did pick up one of the uh, create your own ghost shells from the Bungie site. So when that comes in, we're going to be doing a painting night, and we're going to paint our own ghost. And I'm going to need chat's help with deciding how we paint it. And I'm not going to lie, I was thinking about putting like Warhammer decals on it. Make a Warhammer ghost. Because I do have like extra parts and stuff from building minis, so I could make it like a graveyard, like a battle planet ghosts sort of thing. I got terrain grass and stuff like that, so when I get it in, I'm probably going to prime it in black. And then I'll work it from there. Even if it's primed already, I'm going to want to start in black. Right now I'm just getting a base down on some of the big parts. Just trying to get a nice even layer down. Nice solid base to start working. And then we're going to build up in layers. One good rule of thumb is try not to put so much paint on that you're overwhelming the brush, but also causing pooling or anything like that, or drips. I mean, it's not. I mean, a little paint goes a long way. You can always go back for more, and the goal really is layering. Like I know some people, and if Bright is still in chat, he could probably vouch to layers upon layers upon layers. Just get a base and keep building up. It's easier to put paint on than it is to take it off. So take your time, put a little bit at a time, and then, if you want, if you feel it needs it, go back and put another layer. Just keep them kind of thin. And yeah, don't be afraid to go back for more. I just probably should have painted this guy half assembled instead of fully assembled, because it is extremely difficult to get into some of these spots now that he is fully assembled. Everything's gonna be alright. think it's going to be a nice nice tan to put down as a base and then build it back up. Especially for a robe. I think it'll be. If I had one just a touch darker, I probably would have did that one. Since I did it in a black primer, I'm going to have to go over this again just to make sure it's well based. Yo! Grays! Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everybody. How is everyone doing? Grays, how was stream? I didn't know you were live. I would have popped in to say hi. Thank you so much for coming over and sharing, everybody, with us. In case you're new here, my name is Joe. I am the Executive Director of Guardians Mental Health. Hello. Tonight is Mindful Painting Night, but if you don't know what Guardians MH is, the MH stands for mental health. We are a mental health nonprofit focused on spreading mental health awareness throughout the gaming space, and striving to boost accessibility to meaningful resources in safe and inclusive atmospheres. And we do that through several different programs in-house. From our mental health kits to our RTS bot and library system that's accessible online, providing vetted mental health and crisis resources to individuals and communities on Discord, Twitch, and any web browser, and including the Guardians Mental Health app. That's right, we have our own app. All of our programs are 100% free and accessible anywhere. And we have provided, with your support, over 29,000 mental health kits to date, which is a massive milestone and accomplishment. And it's all thanks to everyone's collective support in what we do and helping us with our mission to make mental health resources more accessible to people and not have financial barriers or hurdles to get over to gain access to them. And we cannot thank you enough for all of your support. Actually, in March, we're actually kicking off our first charity event of 2025. We are calling it Spring into Action. Huzzah! Spring into Action with mental health awareness and Guardians Mental Health. So all month long, we're going to be promoting this campaign. Our goal is to raise $2,500 collectively with a team campaign, through a team campaign that is got a $2,500 goal, and for $2,500. That will provide 250 mental health kits to individuals in need of resources. And we just sent out 50 of them Wednesday. 50 kits out Wednesday. We do ship them all over the United States. And our goal is to get over 30,000 mental health kits before the end of March. And I believe we have a good lead on that. I think if we hit that goal, we'll be able to provide it will bring our total number of mental health kits to 30,000 mental health kits provided to date, which is a huge accomplishment. And 100% of all the donations provided during online, the charity streams and stuff like that go to our mental health kit program. It doesn't go to administrative costs or anything like that. It all goes there. We don't have a payroll at Guardians Mental Health. We do this because we genuinely want to make an impact. And You can't do that as well if you're just getting a paycheck out of it. So everything goes in. And we always try and identify different areas in the gaming space, or and around the space, the community, where it's lacking on resources or programs or tools, and we try and get together with our team members and mental health staff members to fill that gap right there. And it cannot be done without your support. So we thank you very, very much. And if you didn't know this about me, I'm a talker. I like to talk. And like I said earlier, this is our mindful painting night. So tonight we are painting this guy right here. His name is Lionel Johnston. He is a Primarch of the Warhammer universe. And we are going to be working on this one for several days. Because I am not going to stop until this I do it justice. Because, this is not going to be I'm not going to rush through this one like a Space Marine. This dude's, one, expensive, two, it was a birthday gift, and three, he's a Primarch. He's got so much detail in him and everything, and he's a lot larger in scale, that I really want to give him the extra attention, because I want to display him right behind me right there. Like, I'm going to put him in a case. It's going to be cool. We also just launched on Thursday our Mindful Painting Kit through our Brush and Shield initiative, and that is what these Mindful Painting Nights are a part of, is a part of that Brush and Shield initiative, with utilizing miniature painting in therapeutic ways and for self-care. And we're trying to lead by example by hosting Mindful Painting Nights. It's supposed to be every other Friday, but I just really enjoy painting for my own mental health. So I really enjoy jumping on, just even when we don't have other people like joining us or anything like that. I like to jump on and just paint, even if I get sloppy with it. And I can tell when I need to take a break is when I start getting sloppy. So that's one thing also to remember in anything you do, whether it be painting miniatures or tabletop games or video games or anything like that. Be sure to work breaks into your schedule. This will help with burnout, fatigue, game fatigue especially. You don't want to get burnt out on a hobby that you enjoy. And also just circulation in general. Get the blood flowing. If you're sitting there playing for 2 hours, get up and walk around for 5 minutes. Let the blood get back to your legs and the rest of your body. Get flowing again. Get them juices flowing. You need them. Hydrate. Drink water or other electrolyte, replenishing beverages. Tonight we were actually just sampling. Where is it? Right. I think I drank it all. Almost. Advanced GG actually sent us some samples and everything, and we were testing out their hydration line. We don't really promote energy drinks or anything like that because they can be bad for your health, with the high sugars and other additives and everything. But their hydration line with Advanced GG, very impressed with. 0 sugar, 0 caffeine, no fillers, no chemicals, electrolytes, and that's it. It helps you hydrate, and it's by volume, it's cheaper than getting, a case of energy drinks, or a half a case. And I think it's very good for a hydration line. Not chalky at all, very smooth. It's good stuff. Don't think I'm going to be able to get the backside of his robes all that well. I'm going to have to thin this out a little bit. I got some brush, some paint up top on that. Did not want paint up there. Just put a little bit of water on my brush to kind of smooth it out a little bit. I saw a couple spots that it was starting to get a little grainy. Probably I didn't mix the paint very well, it looks like. So I'm just putting a little water on the brush to just kind of help kind of flatten it out a little bit. Making progress. I do like that green that came out on the cape, and I'm gonna work on that dry brush work a little bit. I think I might hit it with a another like gray, like kind of show a little bit more wear, and then do that Thunderhawk blue over it again. All this talk of Destiny makes me want to play Destiny. I'm gonna let that dry. Let you dry for a minute. I know I got. Is it? Oh God. That wasn't caught. Oh, there it is. Aha. This is removable putty, mounting putty. We're going to take a chunk, actually. There. Work this a little bit. So I do have a bigger handle right here. Do I have another base that I can stick them on? Like a big base? Will he fit on this one? There's some stuff on it, but he should be able to fit on that. There, it's a little bit easier to hold on to them. To be honest, I probably didn't even need to put them on that, but I did. It's just I want to paint this separately, the base separately than him, so yeah. I remember back in, I believe, 2000, maybe it was 99. I got a chance to see Bob Dylan live in concert, actually. He came to the area where I grew up, and I got to go to the arena and watch him. It's very interesting. Couldn't understand a word he said, but it was one of those things where you got to see a music icon, perform live, which is kind of like a once in a lifetime opportunity. So I was very grateful to share that opportunity with friends. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun that night. A lot of trouble. I got some lively friends, but it was a good time. I also got to see B.B. King live in concert. B.B. King, Ray Charles in Albany, Tom Petty, Jerry Garcia Band. I've seen a lot of. I spent a while traveling around, going to concerts and stuff like that. It was a nomad Joe. My younger days. One place I never made it to, though, is Red Rocks out in Arizona. Gosh, I've listened to concerts and albums from there. It looks absolutely just majestic and magical. Like just a magical place to see a concert. Another place that looks magical is that dome out in the Sphere out in Las Vegas. Dude, that thing looks freaking wild. I'm not going to be able to reach up in there. I'm going to have to take his cape off to get in there. Now I got to figure out what color his wings are going to be on his head. But I think that is going to call it for tonight. Got a good base on him. We got his armor kind of started a little bit. His armor started a little. We have his robe underneath. Started with a base and the cape, which is going to be a big focal point. Started. And I think that's a nice deep green right there. So I'm going to looking forward to build that up. And then we have all this detail to get into. But let's see who's live. Because I'll be back tomorrow afternoon painting. And I'm looking forward to it. What we got? Oh. All right. This is what we're going to do. We are going to raid all right. Thank you everybody so much for hanging out with me tonight. We'll see you tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon. Have have a great night. Thank you so much for all of your support.